moving on what's brewing today, Sistema.bio, a biogas-tech company, has successfully raised $15 million in a funding round led by ElectriFI. Existing investors, including Chroma Impact Investment, Kawi-Safi Ventures, AXA, IM, ALTS, and others also participated in this round. Founded in 2010, Sistema.bio manufactures advanced digesters that enable farmers to convert waste into renewable energy and organic fertilizers. The funds will be used to scale operations, enhance technology, and improve customer service. Alexander Eaton, the co-founder and CEO of Sistema.bio, joins us now. Alexander, thank you so much for taking time out and being here with us on Startup Street. To begin with, Sistema.bio aims to build on its mission of delivering sustainable biogas solutions, helping farmers worldwide transition to cleaner energy, right? So if you could take us through the kind of solutions you have on offer and the impact that you've created for these farmers, how are you boosting agricultural resilience?
Of course. Thank you so much for having us. We work with small dairy farms in India to ensure that their waste and their energy costs do not become a burden for them. So we allow farmers to turn their energy into
we seem to have lost our guest over there. So just to recap at this point, Sistema.bio has raised $15 million, and it was led by ElectriFI as well as other existing investors. Now, the company does plan to use the funds to fuel global growth, and also it has seen its sales grow by over 5 times in the last 3 years. Also, the company will use these funds to grow partnerships, and we'll actually have the founder himself tell us, how they plan to use these funds. So, Alexander, we lost you there for a minute, but if you could sort of tell us what exactly you're doing for the farmers around the world.
Yeah, we provide infrastructure and financing to small dairy farms to make sure they can turn their waste into energy and organic fertilizer. Today, farmers have a huge challenge when it comes to powering their farms, and given the increase in chemical fertilizers, what we're trying to do is help them transform their animal manure into a very productive fertilizer so they can increase their growth and reduce their greenhouse gas emissions.
Right, and you do this by deploying tech in those regions for those farmers?
Yes, we have a patented biogas system that allows us to install thousands of digesters every single month. We can do that very quickly, and we track that all with a digital footprint that allows us to keep an eye on all the farmers, monitor the behavior of the digester, make sure that those systems are working for our 10-year guarantee, and make sure that they're reducing greenhouse gas emissions while producing clean energy at the farm.
Right, and you've raised this $15 million in a bid to sort of grow your partnerships and expand your range of products as well. If you could elaborate on these plans and the kind of partnerships you currently have, and also how affordable is your product at this point?
Yeah, it's been really exciting the last 3 years, especially in India. We've grown 5x there. We've installed about 90,000 biodigesters at small dairies across India with some incredible partnerships. And what we found is there's a huge opportunity for farmers now that they've had a chance to see it. And so the demand is really in the tens of millions of digesters. And so what we've raised this money for is to support the working capital at our new factory in India. We've built a brand new state-of-the-art factory in Pune that was open last year that allows us to increase our annual production rate over 100,000 units per year. And we've basically joined forces with a series of incredible dairy co-ops and partners that allow us to reach their clients, the people they're buying milk from. And we just need to accelerate that impact given how high the demand is both for the clean energy and also for the climate impacts.
Right, so you've seen 5x growth in India alone, and you also plan to use these funds to expand into newer regions, right? So if you could give us a sense of your current presence and which new markets are you looking to enter, and will India remain your primary market?
So we're actually present in 30 countries today. We have bases in Mexico, in Colombia, in Kenya. India is our largest market, and it's where we have centered a lot of our innovation, our R&D, our manufacturing. From India, we're really excited over the next couple of days to start sharing some both South Asia and broader Asia expansion. In Africa, for example, we're looking at a dozen countries where we'll be looking to launch carbon offset programs. And in Latin America, we have a long history of working with about 6 of the major economies there.
All right, so you have a big presence across 30 countries, like you just said, and you also said where you're going to double down on what the plans are in the next, 1 year. But where do you hope to close this year in terms of revenue, right? And what about profitability?
Yeah, it's exciting. We've been profitable in India now for 2 years, given the scale and just given the efficiency. And I mean, I must say that we're really have learned a lot about smallholder farmers and family farms around the world. We see that dairy farmers share a lot of challenges around the world. There is no other market like India. India is the single largest milk producer in the world, has one of the most efficient and socially responsible milk industries in the whole wide world. But what we've learned in India really allows us to enter other markets efficiently, looking for other types of farmers as well. So we can work with dairy farmers and a whole range of farmers. And so that really opens up 40, 50 countries around the world. And our aim is about 100 million farmers in the coming decade. So we really have ambitious goals, a lot of which we can do in India. Our revenue will be between $25 and $30 million, which represents really a massive growth since our last funding round. And this round has principally been working capital that will allow us to continue to reach across this EBITDA positive mark, really just help us accelerate that growth.
All right. So reaching that EBITDA positive mark is what you're going to use these funds for as well. All right, Alexander, thank you so much for taking time out and being here with us on Startup Street. And we wish you all the best on this journey going forward as well.
Thank you so much.
Okay, we're going to take a...
For more news and updates, all you need to do is follow CNBC TV18 on all of our digital platforms.